Welcome to The Human Curious. If you enjoy our content, please subscribe, share, and like this video. In the end, we stand in awe. Quantum physics and faith use different languages, but perhaps they point to the same mystery. Science describes particles and forces. Faith speaks of souls and purpose. For centuries, these seemed worlds apart, but now both reveal a universe of branching possibilities and meaningful choice. This convergence invites dialogue, not division. The universe is stranger and more wonderful than we imagined. The wall between material and spiritual is dissolving. When you see the dance of choices on a busy street, you glimpse the cosmos itself. Science and faith can share a conversation about reality's deepest nature. Our power to choose is the most inspiring truth of all. This perspective is deeply empowering. We are not puppets or insignificant specks. We are co-creators of reality. Our choices matter. They turn potential into actuality. Each decision sends ripples through existence. Life is a series of quantum moments, each a crossroads of possibility. Both anger and forgiveness, hope and despair exist as real potentials. Your choice determines which path becomes your story. Every moment carries sacred weight and responsibility. To live consciously is to choose with intention, shaping the world and ourselves. We are the observers who collapse the wave, so we must choose with care. Prayer and intention may be ways of interacting with the field of possibilities, aligning ourselves with positive outcomes. Our inner state shapes the reality we experience. We are not just passengers, but navigators on the ocean of divine possibility. This vision calls us to mindfulness, purpose, and creative participation. We help bring the universe into being, one choice at a time. Let's bring these ideas together. Qadar says God's knowledge is absolute, yet humans have free will. Quantum physics says reality is a wave of possibilities collapsed by observation. What if Qadar is the ultimate wave function? God's knowledge holding every possible path. God knows every choice you could make, every outcome you could live. His knowledge is the map of all realities. Human free will is the observer. Your choices collapse the wave of potential into your lived reality. At every moment, you select from the field of possibilities known to God. Your freedom is real. You are the one making choices. God's knowledge remains complete, containing all possibilities. Fate and free will are not opposites, but two sides of the same coin. You are an active participant in creation, navigating the landscape of divine potential. The paradox is resolved. Omniscience and freedom coexist in a universe of possibilities. If the quantum world is a haze of possibilities, how do we get the solid reality we experience? Observation is the key. Measuring a particle collapses its wave of possibilities into a single outcome. Before observation, many outcomes exist. After, only one is real. The observer plays a crucial role in turning quantum fuzziness into concrete reality. This challenges the idea that the world exists independently of us. Reality is not a passive spectacle, but a participatory process. Any interaction that records a definite state can cause this collapse, not just human minds. The line between observer and observed blurs. Reality emerges from a field of potential, not as a static photograph, but as a dynamic process. The future is brought into being moment by moment as possibilities collapse into actuality. The universe is an ongoing act of creation. Certainty arises from uncertainty, and the world is shaped by observation. We are participants in the unfolding story of the cosmos. To grasp quantum strangeness, imagine throwing a ball. In Newton's world, knowing all the details lets you predict exactly where it lands. One outcome, set in stone. But a quantum ball has many possible paths, all existing at once in a superposition. Its reality is a branching tree of possibilities, described by a wave function. The universe, too, is a vast ocean of potential outcomes, not a single, fixed future. Quantum mechanics replaces certainty with probability. The cosmos is not a finished book, but one still being written. Probabilities are governed by precise laws, but within them there's real openness. No single outcome is predetermined. The universe constantly faces a menu of possibilities. This shift introduces freedom and creativity into the fabric of reality. The quantum world is not chaos, but a landscape of lawful possibilities. The future is not a destination, but a field of potential. Our universe is alive with choice at every level. The quantum revolution restored the possibility of real freedom. The story of the cosmos is not written in advance. It unfolds with every moment. Possibility, not prediction, is the new foundation of reality. Then, the quantum revolution changed everything. Scientists discovered that, at the smallest scales, reality is uncertain and unpredictable. Particles like electrons don't have definite positions until measured. They exist in a cloud of possibilities. Only observation collapses this cloud into a single reality. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle showed that you can't know both a particle's position and momentum exactly. This isn't a flaw in our tools. It's a fundamental property of the universe. The rigid determinism of Newton was broken. The future was no longer set in stone. Even Einstein resisted this, but experiments confirm the quantum world is probabilistic. The universe is not a single predetermined track, but a place where possibilities are real. The ground beneath classical physics dissolved. Reality became a shimmering haze of potential, not a fixed certainty. The quantum world opened the door to genuine openness and unpredictability. The cosmos, at its core, is woven with uncertainty. For centuries, science seemed to challenge this mystery. Newton's laws revealed a universe of order and predictability, a cosmic clockwork. If you knew every detail, you could predict the future. Everything was determined by what came before. This classical determinism left little room for free will. Our thoughts and choices seemed like the inevitable result of physical laws. The feeling of freedom was dismissed as illusion. Science and faith appeared to be on a collision course, a mechanical universe versus a moral, choosing soul. The paradox of Qadar seemed shattered by Newton's logic. The universe, it seemed, had no room for real choice. In Islam, the interplay between divine will and human action is called Qadar, divine decree. It's a core pillar of faith built on two ideas: God's absolute knowledge and human free will. God knows everything, past, present, future, down to the quietest thought. Yet humans are responsible for their choices, given the freedom to act and distinguish right from wrong. Our lives aren't pre-recorded. Each moment presents a real choice. This freedom gives our actions meaning and grounds justice and morality, but here's the paradox. If God knows your choices, are you truly free? Scholars have debated this for centuries. The tension isn't a contradiction to solve, but a mystery to live. God's knowledge encompasses all possibilities, every path, every outcome. Your freedom is the act of walking one of those paths. You choose. Your responsibility is real. Yet, your choice always existed within God's boundless knowledge. Qadar isn't about being puppets, but about God's knowledge mapping all potential realities. Your choices are genuine, and your journey is uniquely yours. Divine knowledge and human freedom coexist, even if our minds struggle to reconcile them. This is the heart of Qadar, a mystery that invites trust, not simple answers. It's the foundation for a meaningful, accountable life. Imagine a street corner in Bandung, Indonesia. The air is thick with the scent of street food and the hum of motorbikes weaving through traffic. Each rider makes countless tiny decisions, turning, braking, swerving, responding to the chaos around them. It looks like disorder, but from above, a pattern emerges: the flow of traffic, the rhythm of lights, the city's pulse. Individual choices and larger systems coexist, not in conflict, but as two perspectives on the same reality. This is a metaphor for a profound question. How can we be free if our lives are part of a grander design? Each rider believes they control their journey, yet their path is woven into the city's larger tapestry. This dance between freedom and order is where our exploration begins. Philosophers and theologians have wrestled with this puzzle for millennia. Now science is joining the conversation in surprising ways. The chaotic dance of particles at the smallest scales echoes our questions about fate and freedom. The bustling street in Bandung is more than daily life. It's a reflection of the universe. Individual, unpredictable choices create stable, understandable patterns. This scene invites us to look deeper, beyond contradiction, toward a unified truth about existence. The interplay of freedom and order is the key to understanding our place in the cosmos.